Hello everybody. If you want to read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Short story 408, The Shadow of Power, Intermediate. In the small English town of Greystone, life was usually peaceful. The streets were narrow, lined with old brick houses, and the people were friendly. It was March 2025 and a soft rain fell almost every day. Tom Harper, a 28-year-old man, lived a quiet life there. He worked at a small bookshop, loved reading, and never caused trouble. But one day, his life turned upside down because of Officer Daniel Crane. Officer Crane was a policeman at Greystone Police Station. He was tall, with cold blue eyes and a smirk that made people nervous. For 10 years, he had ruled the town with fear. Crane didn't care about justice, he loved power. He used his badge to bully people, to take what he wanted, and to ruin lives. No one stopped him. The other officers were too scared, and the townspeople whispered that he had powerful friends who protected him. It started on a rainy afternoon. Tom was walking home from the bookshop, carrying a bag of books and humming a tune. As he passed the police station, Crane stepped outside, lighting a cigarette. His eyes fixed on Tom. There was no reason for it, no argument, no crime, just a random dislike. Maybe Crane hated Tom's quiet happiness, or maybe he needed someone new to torment. From that moment, Crane decided to make Tom's life a living hell. The next day, the trouble began. Tom was cycling to work when Crane's police car screeched in front of him, blocking the road. "Get off the bike!" Crane barked. "It looks stolen." "It's mine," Tom said, his voice shaking. "I don't believe you," Crane lied, grabbing the bike and throwing it into his car. "You'll get it back when I'm done checking it." He drove off, leaving Tom to walk 3 miles to work in the pouring rain. The bike never came back. Crane sold it to a friend and kept the money. A few days later, Crane waited outside the bookshop. When Tom locked up for the night, Crane stopped him. "Show me your ID," he demanded. Tom handed it over, confused. Crane took it, looked at it, and then tore it in half. "Looks fake," he sneered. "You'll have to pay a fine for that. £200, cash only." Tom didn't have the money, so Crane wrote a ticket and said, "Pay it by tomorrow or I'll arrest you." Tom spent all night borrowing money from friends to avoid trouble. The harassment didn't stop. Crane started following Tom everywhere. One morning, Tom dropped a sweet wrapper by accident. Crane appeared from nowhere, shouting, "Littering's a crime!" He wrote another fine for £100 and kicked the wrapper into a puddle, laughing as Tom picked it up. Another time, Crane went into the bookshop during lunch. He knocked books off the shelves, broke a chair and said, "This place is a dump, clean it up or I'll shut it down." Customers saw this and stopped coming, scared of Crane's temper. Tom's life became a nightmare. He couldn't sleep, always waiting for Crane's next move. One evening, Tom was walking home when Crane grabbed him and shoved him into an alley. "You're a thief!" Crane hissed, even though Tom had stolen nothing. He searched Tom's bag, took his phone and smashed it on the ground. "Next time it's you," Crane warned, leaving Tom shaking in the dark. Crane's cruelty grew worse. He spread lies about Tom, telling shop owners that Tom was a drug dealer. Soon, no one in Greystone would sell to him. Tom had to travel to another town for food, costing him time and money he didn't have. Then, one cold night, Crane waited outside Tom's flat. He banged on the door, shouting, "Open up or I'll break it down!" When Tom opened it, Crane pushed past him, threw books and furniture around and said, "I heard a noise complaint. You're lucky I don't arrest you." There had been no complaint. Crane just wanted to scare him. The worst came on a Friday night. Tom was walking home when Crane grabbed him from behind and slammed him against a wall. "You think you're better than me," Crane growled, his breath stinking of whiskey. He punched Tom in the stomach, then kicked him as he fell. "I can do this whenever I want," Crane laughed, walking away. Tom lay there bruised and gasping, wondering how much more he could take. But Crane didn't know someone was watching. Sarah, a young woman who lived across the street, saw it all from her window. She was tired of Crane's bullying. Brave and clever, she took out her phone and recorded the attack. The video was dark, but Crane's voice was clear and his police uniform stood out. Sarah didn't trust the local police. She knew they'd protect Crane. Instead, she posted the video online with the message, "This is Officer Daniel Crane of Greystone. He hurts innocent people. We need justice." By morning, the video was everywhere. People across England watched it and got angry. Messages poured in. "Lock him up. He's a monster." Reporters called it a scandal. Crane woke up to his phone ringing non-stop. His boss yelled at him. TV news showed the video, and even his powerful friends couldn't save him this time. They didn't want the shame. Tom, sore and scared, saw the news from his flat. He couldn't believe it. People were fighting for him. The townspeople, silent for so long, started talking. They told stories of Crane's evil, fake fines, threats, beatings. One man said Crane had stolen his car. A woman said he'd scared her son so badly the boy stopped going outside. 3 days later, Crane was arrested. The evidence was too strong to ignore. At his trials, Tom stood in court, his voice steady as he told everything. Every fine, every attack, every lie. Sarah showed her video. More victims spoke up. Crane sat there, his smirk gone, his power destroyed. The judge gave him 10 years in prison for assault, corruption, and abuse of authority. Greystone slowly recovered. Tom fixed the bookshop and the customers came back. He smiled again, though the scars remained. Sarah became his friend and they made sure the town remembered. Crane rotted in a cell, alone, with no one to hurt and no badge to hide behind. He thought he could get away with it forever. He was wrong. Vocabulary notes. Vindictive. Definition. Wanting to hurt or punish someone because you feel angry or wronged. Seeking revenge. Example. From that moment, Crane decided to make Tom's life a living hell. Crane's actions show he is vindictive. He keeps hurting Tom for no real reason, just because he wants to. Similar words. Revengeful. Wanting to get back at someone. E.g., the revengeful man planned to ruin his enemy. Spiteful. Doing something mean out of anger. E.g., she gave a spiteful comment to upset her friend. Malicious. Wanting to cause harm on purpose. E.g., his malicious lies hurt everyone. Corrupt. Definition. Dishonest or immoral, especially when someone in power uses their position for wrong reasons. Example. The judge gave him 10 years in prison for assault, corruption, and abuse of authority. Crane is corrupt because he uses his job as a policeman to bully people and break the law. Similar words. Dishonest. Not telling the truth or acting fairly. E.g., the dishonest salesman tricked his customers. Crooked. Not straight or honest, often about people in power. E.g., the crooked politician took money illegally. Unethical. Doing things that are morally wrong. E.g., it was unethical to lie about the test results. Harass. Definition. To annoy or trouble someone repeatedly, often in an aggressive or mean way. Example. The harassment didn't stop. Crane started following Tom everywhere. Crane harasses Tom by constantly bothering him, like stopping him on the street or smashing his phone. Similar words. Bully. To frighten or hurt someone weaker. E.g., the older kids bullied the new student. Torment. To cause someone pain or suffering. E.g., he tormented his little brother with scary stories. Pester. To annoy someone by asking or doing something again and again. e.g. she pestered her mum for a new toy. Smirk. Definition: a small, annoying smile that shows you are pleased with yourself, often in a rude or mean way. Example: he was tall with cold blue eyes and a smirk that made people nervous. Crane's smirk shows he enjoys having power and scaring others. Similar words: grin, a wide, happy smile, e.g. she grinned when she won the game. Sneer, a smile that shows disrespect or mockery, e.g. he sneered at the idea, thinking it was stupid. Smirked, past tense, used in the story too. Crane sat there, his smirk gone, meaning he lost his confident smile. Scandal. Definition: a situation or event that shocks people because it involves bad or immoral behavior, often made public. Example: reporters called it a scandal. Crane beating Tom in the video going online was a scandal because it showed his terrible actions to everyone. Similar words: outrage, something that makes people very angry or shocked, e.g. the unfair rules caused an outrage. Disgrace, a shameful act that ruins someone's reputation, e.g. his lies were a disgrace to the family. Controversy, a disagreement or argument about something shocking, e.g. the new law started a controversy. Evidence. Definition: proof of facts that show something is true, often used in solving crimes or in court. Example: the evidence was too strong to ignore. Sarah's video and people's stories were evidence that proved Crane was guilty. Similar words: proof, something that shows the truth, e.g. the photo is proof he was there. Clue, a hint that helps solve a mystery, e.g. the footprint was a clue to find the thief. Testimony, a statement given in court to support the truth, e.g. her testimony helped win the case. Bruised. Definition: having marks or injuries on the skin from being hit or hurt, can also mean feeling emotionally hurt. Example: Tom lay there bruised and gasping, wondering how much more he could take. Tom is bruised because Crane hit and kicked him, leaving marks on his body. Similar words: injured, hurt in a physical way, e.g. he was injured in the car accident. Wounded, badly hurt, often with cuts or deep pain, e.g. the soldier was wounded in battle. Battered, hit many times causing lots of damage, e.g. the whole house looked battered after the storm. Story written by SteveUK and Grok 3 AI. Image created by Flux, Schnell, Black Forest Labs AI. To read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Hello, this is Steve. If you enjoyed the story, please would you take the time to leave a meaningful comment and click on the like icon. If you want to know when the next story has been uploaded, please click on the notify bell icon to be notified. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and tell your English learning friends so they can benefit too. Thank you.